You know, coL.CatZ is definitely not going for that Spinishwa build. He has all of his extractors. So very interested to see what coL.CatZ is going to do with this. WhiteRa, as we can see, he's just going pretty standard. 1-gate Expo. He's getting Warp Tech out. He's also getting Robo Bay right now, possibly just to get an Overseer, or an Observer, I mean, so he can see everything. And if he does see that there's a layer this early in the game, he might think that there's something going on as well. And I just want to see something. Nope, can't see him. I want to see the behind an extractor. It's my goal right now. As you can see, the layer has finished. The Robo is not done yet. Nothing's going down for coL.CatZ. He's just droning up. I'm intrigued to see what he's going to do, because, you know, a layer this fast, you usually don't see that. And as you can see, 4 gateways going down. Early Spire. Hello, hello. Looks like coL.CatZ putting down his Spire about 7-minute mark. He's gonna want to go for some Muta aggression. WhiteRa is going for 6 gateways, so it looks like he's not going to go into Colossus, but instead possibly a Blink Stalker rush. Warp Prism actually coming up, so no, we are going to see some special tactics from WhiteRa. Metabolic Boost is now on its way for coL.CatZ. That Spire about halfway done. This is going to be really fun to see, because, you know, this is what WhiteRa is known for. It looks like they're both kind of being their signature selves in this game. coL.CatZ being very creative, especially with the last game and in this game as well. And WhiteRa going for what he is famous for. As we can see, the Warp Prism is now finished. Warp Tech is done as well. We're going to see a warping of Zealots that are going to go into this. Zealots and a Stalker. And coL.CatZ is in for a really big World of Hurt, is the best way I could describe it as. This Zergling, is it going to see? The Zergling sees the Warp Prism, so now coL.CatZ knows what's up. As we see, 7 mutas now on their way, and here come the Warp Prisms right now. It's going to warp in 7 Zealots. There you go. Coming from WhiteRa. He's just going to mess up this base, though. As we can see, WhiteRa now getting a full scout. He sees that there's a Spire, so he knows that these are probably Mutalisks in these eggs. As you can see, 10 Mutalisks just about to hatch. Going to try and warp in some Stalkers. No, instead that Warp Prism is going to die. 7 Stalkers being warped in at the base, though. And now we see Twilight Council coming up. Going to get that blink. And only 2 workers, interesting enough, have been killed by WhiteRa. So, you know, these Zealots haven't exactly paid for themselves, but at the same time, he did kill a lot of the army. He killed a lot of Zerglings, and now here come the Mutas. It also gave him time. Gave him time to get this, to get 2 warp cycles of Stalkers in, as well as get his Twilight Council up to get that blink. As we see, a Forge is also coming up too, so we're going to see cannons being put down in the mineral lines of each player, or of each base. So now coL.CatZ is just trying to find an angle here. Looks like he's putting this pylon down, getting ready for the cannons. But WhiteRa knows better. He's now getting blinked. Wouldn't be surprised to see this chronoed out at all. Yes, it is. So now Pure Stalker is just being warped in from WhiteRa, as well as level 1 ground weapons coming up for WhiteRa as well. And coL.CatZ, what is he going to do off this? He's putting an Infestation Pit down, as well as Zerg Fire Attack level 1. Not sure what he's going to do with this. Infestor's Muta, that's something even Destiny would be like, what? And of course Destiny, we all know him for his famous Infestor play. Blink is just about 2/3 done now. As you can see here, the Muta's going to start doing some damage to the mineral lines with the Stalkers. Great cutting here from WhiteRa. He just needs to get one more chrono off on that Twilight Council, and he's got blink, and these Mutas are going to be effectively shut down after that. And now we can see coL.CatZ is also expanding to the gold right over here. These expansions, I just want to say, they're very far away from each other, and also extremely close to your opponent's third. So, you know, that's definitely a risk. As you see, blink is now done. coL.CatZ is still trying to find an angle to come in at. But, you know, with these with Blink Stalkers now, he's going to be effectively shut down, as we can see. Try to get some pot shots off. 5 Infestors on the way, as well as Zerglings, Pathogen Glands, just about ready to finish. Great Blink Micro here, coming from WhiteRa. taking out a lot of Mutalisks there. And it looks like CatZ is completely transitioning into Infestor Ling play, which is really good play. I won't lie. 6 Infestors just about to hatch. They are going to have 20. They are going to have 75 energy on all of them, so plenty of fungals to go around for everyone. As we can see, WhiteRa looks like he's going to try and get some aggression going with these Blink Stalkers. Now, it's interesting, like, as effective Stalkers are against the Zerglings, when you have a lot of Zerglings, they are very hard. And as you see, the Muta's coming in. Fungal growth's going off on these Stalkers here. Even more fungal growth's going off. Oh man, I don't know if CatZ is going to be able to hold this off. There's a lot of Stalkers, even more being warped in WhiteRa's base. And the Roach Warren is just about to finish, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get enough Roaches out. WhiteRa, I feel he should probably focus down that this Roach Warren to really take the game. And there's the Roach Warren now just finishing, but it's going to be off pretty soon because of the overlords that WhiteRa had taken out. A lot of really crazy blink fight though coming from WhiteRa. He just knows where to blink and how to blink. 7 more Mutas on their way. Now it's interesting that CatZ, he keeps throwing 3, 4 infested Terrans every now and then, and it's actually helping the DPS of this army. And as you see, just these Stalkers, despite there's fewer of them, they're really doing a lot of damage. This Roach Warren is off creep, so it's probably going to focus that down. No, not focus down, but definitely get a kill with the Crossfire. And the Roach Warren is going to go down. 6 Roaches are being made right now, but that's definitely not going to be enough to take out these Stalkers. I mean, it's like, it's pretty much a 1-to-2 ratio of Stalkers to Roaches. And with that blink, it's definitely going to help it out. And surprising that CatZ is staying in this game as long as he is. He does have this third to fall onto, but even more Stalkers being warped in now. 7 just blinking right back up. Now that these Roaches are done, he's going to try and see what he can do with them, but there's just too many Stalkers. There's too much of everything from WhiteRa. No, just too much Stalkers, actually. I retract my last statement. Going to try and take out the infestation, but by the way, and GG coming from CatZ. We are now going to go into game number 3 of this show match between CatZ and WhiteRa. Stick around, guys. I'm Nerdcraft. That's it. I am out.